Already a mess. Oh my gosh. It's already a mess of a stream. What is going on, everybody? RogersBase here with my live reaction to One Piece Manga Chapter 1051. And as you can see on stream right now, today, I don't know what is happening. This is going to be one of the most technically bad streams, I think, in the history of my YouTube channel. My streams are a mess right now. I don't know what the heck is going on. My camera's not working. All of my assets that are on OBS are completely gone. Hopefully you can hear me and see me. If you can hear me and see me, we're fine. If you can hear me and see me, we're good. He's here. I'm so excited. Hi, Roger. Hello. Okay, so I'm assuming you can indeed hear me and see me. You're looking fine, Roger. It reminds me of 2018, Roger. Look, all right. I turned on my stream this morning, and for some reason, my cam link is completely dead. Like, my entire cam link that has everything in the nice 1080p 4K, completely dead. It's dead. So I went, okay, I'm gonna restart my computer. I restarted my computer, and I lost literally every Photoshop file that's on my computer. All of it. Every Photoshop file. So I was scrambling before this stream started to at least get the chat on screen. I had to pull out my old 2018 webcam. That's working at least. My lights are working. The only thing that's actually okay right now, weirdly enough, is this scene. If I go to this scene, this works. But all the other ones, completely broken. So we're gonna play it by ear today. I think it's because this chapter's hype. I think that's probably why. If I had to take an educated guess as to why everything's breaking down today, I think my computer knew this was going to be a good one. Everyone's been telling me this is a good one. I already got spoiled on two major aspects of the chapter, but the fact that I got spoiled literally doesn't even matter, because this one was an unavoidable one in terms of spoilers. I was going to get spoiled no matter what. It is what it is. Unfortunately, I can't play the sound clip because my stream deck isn't working. It's a mess. It's a total mess today. But what we're going to do, I figured after the stream is over, we'll hop over to Twitch. Some people who are technically savvy can help walk me through it, and then we'll be good to go. But without any further ado, let's get right into One Piece Manga Chapter 1051, Shogun of Wano, Kozuki Momonosuke. And here we go. Germa Double Sixes, An Emotionless Excursion, Volume 13, Germa's Escape. Once again, we've got Reiju, Yonji, Ichiji, and Niji. If you are that one person who keeps tweeting at me every single week saying, no, Roger, you're wrong, Blackbeard's gonna show up, shut up and stop tweeting me. Next chapter. All right, here we go. There's no need to run. Stop. Apparently that big dragon wasn't Lord Kaido. Wait, there are two dragons? What does that mean? What is happening in front of the castle? Why is Komurasaki here? Byos Kyoshiro, what does this mean? You two are famous, but I wonder if any here remember the rest of us. All right, so we got Denjiro, we got Komurasaki. I'm sure everybody else remembers the rest of you. You're legendary, you're the Scabbards. You're the ones who are retainers of Oden. Of course they're gonna remember you. Shout out to all the people in here right now. I know this is a One Piece stream, but your Avatar watch through has been my go-to every night. Appreciate you. Thank you, Wood. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Boom. Kinemon, I thought he was dead. So Kinemon's doing a little kabuki thing. Didn't he perish in the flames of Oden Castle that fateful day? Why is he here? Is it just a dream? Is this the afterlife? When did we die? No, who cares if it's a dream or whatever? It's not just me, right? Something monumental is happening. Of course! Luffy beat Kaido. It is monumental. We're about to get a new Straw Hat in this chapter. It's monumental. Let's go, okay? I'm ready for it. Just take me to that page already. I saw the name trending. Take me to the page already. I want to see it. I want to see written on the page what was trending on Twitter on Monday last week. A mess. Let's keep going. Okay. It's not just me, right? Something monumental is happening. Prepare the light scrolls. We have to let all of Wano know. Okay, here we go. Hurry. Okay. There's Kiku, still alive, unfortunately, with Nekomamushi. And there's Raizo. Okay. It was them, the Akazaya 9. I thought they had all died 20 years ago, but Lady Toki's words were true. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so we're cutting to all the different parts of the capital. Something's happened in the capital. We got Ringo, Hakumai. Does it have something to do with that earthquake? And you've got the other people of the town. And Kibi. I thought the whole realm was going to crumble down. Kuri, everyone into Bakura Town. They're showing the capital. And then in Udon, we've got more important things than that signal. Okay. And then finally, Abisu Town, leftover town. You got everybody laughing because they all ate the smile fruits. So, all right, here we go. What's going on? There's a signal coming in from the flower capital. Put it on the light scroll. And Yoshi Pudding saying, a bet was a bet. Thank you, Yoshi Pudding. Appreciate that. Thank you for the 50 bucks. Nakama. I told you so. Let's keep going. This whole, I'm telling you right now, despite the technical issues, the review portion of today's stream is going to be off the wall and me saying 100 times I told you so. I'm just telling you this right now. Let's go. Let's keep going. Okay. You're Kaido's son. What? You mean to tell me there's more fighting to do? No. I'm not your enemy. In fact, I've been following all of your exploits in the newspaper. I have to say, I wasn't sure of how many of you were actually human, but you all seem pretty normal. So what about your horns then? And you've got, what is this on the page? Yamato with the straw hats. Let's keep going. Okay. At any rate, here we go. At any rate, I'm going to be joining your ship. I am Kozuki Oden, otherwise known as Yamato. Nice to meet you. My YouTube channel is safe. We are safe. Pillow-sama is safe. Obi is safe. RogersBase plushie is safe. Law statue is safe. Wano Luffy is safe. Koala is safe. My rainbow gem thing that I got from Bandai Namco is safe. Luffy is safe. Keep huffing on that copium, people. What was I telling you? Robin is safe. Nami is safe. Welcome to the crew. Yamato, the scribe of the crew. Here we go. I don't even care. I was going to wait till the review. I don't even care because it's a hype one this week. I was telling you months ago that this was the most telegraphed thing in the history of One Piece. And people were going, no, there's no way. Yamato hasn't spent enough time with the crew yet. Yamato doesn't have a dream. Yamato's dream is literally to travel with the crew. To go to Laugh Tale as the Oden of the crew. That's the dream. That's the dream right there. Oh, but RogersBase, blah, 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 blah. We need to get more time with the Straw Hats. No, we don't. We spent 4 years in Wano Country. We don't need more time with the Straw Hats. We don't. I've been saying this for months, and people still numbskulls in my comment section. Oh, but RogersBase, you're not Oda. The Oda thing is stupid. Shut up. You're not Oda either. Shut up. You and I, we're the same, okay? You and I, me and you in the comment section, just because I got a bunch of viewers, it doesn't matter. We're the same, okay? The only one making the decision is Oden what am I talking about? Is Oden right now? Is Oda right now? Here we go. And it was the most telegraphed, obvious thing in the history of the planet. The fact that they did anniversary merchandise and Yamato was on the merchandise with the Straw Hats. They've never done that ever. They've never done that ever in the history of One Piece, ever. Ever. That's never happened before. Oh, but Luffy's gonna, I already know, I know what the copium's gonna be. We're gonna talk about it in the review, but let's keep going. I want to get through the rest of this chapter, because this is already where we are. This is already a classic. Let's keep going. Okay, here we go. What on our crew? You got Brook and you got Sanji saying, I'm all here for it, and Sanji saying, I'm especially here for it. Of course you are, Sanji. You're a funny one, all right. It's nice of you to invite yourself aboard, but it's the captain who decides that. That's true. I hope Luffy's all right. I got the shivers watching him fight, seeing what he did. And Yamato's looking over. I'm going to tell you right now, I was going back and forth. I was going to save it for the review. I can't. With all the technical difficulties, you got to live in the moment. I got to say my truth right now, okay? Look, I know there's going to be people going, Roger, Luffy's gonna tell Yamato no, and is gonna say, I don't want Yamato joining my crew. I don't want Oden joining my crew. I want Yamato joining my crew. That's what everybody's gonna say that Luffy's gonna say, and I'm sure that's a possibility. Knowing Oda, I'm sure that's a possibility for the story. That's probably gonna be what's happening. You already got Sanji simping for Yamato, so that's probably gonna be what's happening. But regardless, whether Luffy wakes up and says that or not, it literally doesn't matter. It does not matter. Yamato's joining. The fact that Yamato says this, I will be joining your ship, and you literally get Yamato with the rest of the crew, it's done. It's done. Whether or not Luffy wakes up next chapter and goes, no, you're not joining as Oda and you're joining as Yamato or whatever, it's happening. Yamato is joining the crew. Just huff the copium now. It's fine. It's done. It's done now. No more arguments. That has been one of the stupidest... Hey, whatever. Let's keep going. All right, anyway. I have a lot more to this chapter. Let's keep going. All right. Here we go. Who said you could run away? We don't want to be slaves, young Master Yamato. Okay. I don't sense any particular hostility. Jinbei's still kind of confused with the way... Because Jinbei's the one who's like, look, we got to wait for Luffy to say something, but okay. You goons, shut up and stay here. And what happens with those guys? Hamlet and the rest of them? When the moon comes back, my jutsu will wear off. In 1 month. After a month, animals go back to the way we were, but some of them will stay my friends. So we got Tama explaining her powers. I bet they choose whichever they feel more comfortable with. And Speed's already happy regardless. Master, I'm so much happier with you. I hope you stay with me, Horselina. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But not like a servant. Stay with me more like a mommy. I hope you stay with me forever. Look, I know there's a lot of people in the chat who already call Speed mommy, so this isn't a change. This isn't a change. This is not new. I hope you stay with me forever. You got Speed. Shocked at the revelation that she's a mom now. Tama's chilling. Nami's happy. I'm sure all the former Beast Pirates that were turned by the Dango, I'm sure they're going to stay. Look at that Kamarasaki and Kinemon's group. They're all kneeling. Who is that? And now we're going to get... See, this is going to be the good stuff. And that was already good stuff, but this is going to be the good stuff. Here we go. All right, here we go. Chat's down bad. My chat's not the one saying it. It's the chat. Never mind. Let's just keep going. All right. 20 years have passed since the death of my father Kosuke Oden. Okay. You got the retainers kneeling. Father, you mean... ... I'm so glad that you've survived these long, difficult years. We're finally going to see Momonosuke. He's going to look awesome, I'm sure. The Fire Festival is not ending. Starting tomorrow, you may do whatever business you like. And they're like, but Orochi won't. Orochi's dead. Orochi's been beheaded multiple times, burned to a crisp. He's done. He's done. You may drink to your heart's content. You got the carpenter there too. Party incoming. You will not pay for the water from the earth. No more paying for the well water. All right. No poison from factories will be allowed to spoil the land. And there will be no slaves in Wano. Momo coming in with the Emancipation Proclamation. Let's go. Momo. Just today at the factory, another 4 died. It is every man for himself. So we're looking back at the flashback. Thomas thinking of the day. Okay. Who's going to tell her? The poor girl. Listen, Otama, this is very difficult to say, but I'm afraid your mother and father are dead. They don't say are dead. It says ... but here we go. Okay. Mommy, Daddy, rest in peace. I'll be okay on my own. I got to say, by the way, absolutely love the little baby Koma Inu. Super cute. I love that. Okay. Please buy a casa. Would anyone like a woven hat? You got the other people of Wano saying, sorry, kids, no money. Tama's just trying to make money. Using Koma Inu as the as the mascot for the hat business. Okay. Sorry, Komachiyo. I couldn't sell any hats. Said poor little Komachiyo. He hasn't eaten anything yet. His tummy's grumbling. And here's Hitetsu coming through saying, I will take 1 casa, please. Taking in Tama, taking in Koma Inu. A Tengu? You're just an orphan? Just bear with it for only a few more years, until the day that powerful samurai called the Kozuki return. They will vanquish the ogres for good. So, Tengu, old man Tengu, he believed in them after all these years. I love to see it. Beautiful. Is it true? I'll bear with it then. I'll be okay. And Tama's smiling. Her resolve has never been stronger. She knew that one day Momo would return. Here we go. Tama's crying. We'll make it so this is normal. By the time we leave this country, it'll be a place where you can eat as much as you want every single day. Beautiful. Orochi's wicked rule and the threat of Kaido are now gone for good. We found strong, faithful companions at sea, and as part of the ninja, pirate, mink, samurai alliance, we led a raid upon Onigashima. Kaido, Orochi, the Animal Kingdom pirates, every evil that plagues our fair land has been vanquished. He's yanking out the sword. Let me get the sword too. Momo, let me get the sword too. This is a legendary chapter. Let me get the sword too. Where is my sword? Why can't I find my sword? What's going on right now? I'm a mess. Where's my sword? I can't find a sword. I got this back scratcher. Let's go. I got this back scratcher at the ready. This is my sword for the day. Back scratcher at the ready. Kaido, Orochi, the Animal Kingdom pirates, every evil that plagues our fair land has been vanquished. What? They beat those monsters? The horrible Orochi is no more? The what alliance? What are you talking about? Kids, like, what's going on here? Ninja, pirate, samurai, mink, huh? The people are screaming. Beppo's cuddling on top of Law. I'm sorry I couldn't find your sword. We will never forget the sacrifices of those brave souls who paved the way for this raid. We got Carrot. Carrot stands are molding today, I'm sure. I'm right there with you. I'm sorry. I wish Carrot would join the crew, but we got Yamato, so here we go. Maybe we'll get both. I would love to see it. Anyway, little Otoko looking down. Kinemon, I ran out of things to say. What do I do now? Just keep going. Bluff your heart out. I like that in this last moment, Kinemon is like, Momo, look. You're a man now. Say what you want to say. Say it with your chest. And you got this flashback. This is going to be a great episode. What are you, Momo? Just a figurehead? Is there a single thing left in this world to be scared of? Momo's thinking back to Luffy's words, being inspired by the future Pirate King. My father gave me a name that means invincible. And under my rule, this parched and ruined land will turn into a paradise on earth. So lend me your strength. Let us work towards this end together. For I have traveled 20 years to save you all. For on this day, beautiful, double-page spread, I, Momonosuke, will lead the land of Wano. You got Nekomamushi in tears thinking back to the little Momonosuke that showed up all the way back in Zou. Kiku smiling. Kawamatsu putting his hat down. Komurasaki weeping. Denjiro weeping. Kinemon weeping. Kinemon and Kiku, still I think they need to be here. They could be dead, but whatever, it's fine. Mother, I will keep my promise. And father, he looks awesome, by the way, too. I love that he does just look like Odin with the flowing locks. All right. I will follow in your footsteps. You've got the rest of the town screaming, Lord Momonosuke. You got Sanji there. You got Yamato with Frankie because Yamato's a straw hat now. You've got Nami with Tama, and you've got it's fine, whatever. And you've got Momonosuke. The true shogunate has returned at last. We've been awaiting you for so long, Lord Momonosuke. You got the music playing. You got the Oda boxes ushering in the end of Wano. Finally, when the warrior at last sheathed his blade, the sky of the day to come danced with spinning and fluttering petals. I need Skyward Sword music. Let me pull up some Skyward Sword music. Hold on. Skyward Sword theme. Here we go. Skyward Sword theme. Bum, ba, ba, bum, ba, da, da, da. Here we go. 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 I'm going to reread this again with the Skyward Sword music. When the warrior at last sheathed his blade, the sky of the day to come danced with spinning, fluttering petals. This is the land of samurai. Here under the night blossoms stands a handsome man of 8 years old. 8 years old. What the heck is this? Blessed with great dedication and mercy and a level of strength that can be forgiven. You got Komurasaki there with the face, lips puckered, eyes crying. Let's go. This is the birth of the man who would later be known around the world as the great shogun of Wano, Kosuke Momonosuke. Boom, boom. One Piece, chapter 1051, end. Beautiful. Beautiful. That is it. One Piece 1051 end. No break. We're getting right into this again next Sunday. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That was a super fun read. Review time. I told you so. 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 That's my review for this week. We're getting right into Super Chat donate. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if I was actually going to do that? No. Look. All right, I'm not even really going to focus on the Yamato stuff this week because there's a lot of good stuff in this chapter. A lot of it. I'll just say very briefly, in terms of the Yamato stuff, I will say this very briefly. I am very happy about this, not just because I've been telling people that this is going to happen for a long time, but I also feel very happy about this because I think it is right for the story. I think if you're going to have somebody join the crew, or at least come with them to Laugh Tale, at this point in the story, that character has to join, right? There's no Vivi situation at this point of the story. We are in the end game of One Piece. We are about to enter the final saga of One Piece, period. 5 years of One Piece left. It's probably going to be more than that, but regardless, we're at least going to the 30th anniversary. I genuinely, truly believed the second all those chapters ago that Yamato promised to go join with the Straw Hats and be the Oden for their crew, I was like, this is going to happen. It's going to happen. Also, it would be very weird if we went through 4 years of one story arc and came away with nothing. If we came out of 4 years with nothing, Gear 5 technically, but no new Nakama, there was no way Oda was going to do that. There was no way. Wano has been too important to the story. The signs have been there. The connections with Ace. So it is what it is. All right. I'm happy about it. I'm sorry if you're not happy about it. But like, this has been the most telegraphed thing in the history of Wano Country. So while I am not surprised, and I feel like a lot of people who are probably unhappy about this were also probably not surprised, because I would imagine you're probably intelligent readers. I'm thrilled. I'm personally thrilled. I think this is great. I love that Yamato's going to join the crew. I do wonder what's going to happen within the next chapter, though, when Luffy wakes up. Because I do think, this is going to be real awkward when Kaido gets out of the volcano. Pirate Zoe Boy, I'm going to tell you this right now, Pirate Zoe Boy. I see you in the chat right now. If people are still coping and think there's going to be another whole year of Wano Country after this, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. We had the Oda box. Luffy beat Kaido. I think, get those expectations out of your head right now. I'm serious. Because we're probably going to get like another 10, 12 chapters of good world building. Get that expectation that the raid is going to fail and that Kaido's coming back out of your head. Accept what I told you during the chapter in which we got the short Kaido flashback. And I was telling people this, and people said, no, we're going to get more, we're going to get more. And I said, I don't know, I'm not confident we are, based on how things are going. I'm just going to tell you right now, straight up. I said, if we get past that, and we didn't get more of a flashback with Kaido, I was going to be disappointed by that chapter. I was ultimately disappointed by that chapter with the Kaido flashback. But people were saying, no, wait for it. Oda's going to do more. No, he's not. No, he's not. We're done. Yamato's joining. Momo just gave his rousing speech at the end of Wano. You've got the retainers there. No, he's not. He straight up isn't. And I'm happy to eat my words. This isn't me telling you this because I know what's best for the story or whatever. This is not the case at all. I don't want this to come off like that. What I'm telling you is to manage your expectations now. Because if you don't, you will be disappointed. You will end up like me at the end of Whole Cake Island. Do you remember at the end of Whole Cake how upset I was with the way a lot of stuff wrapped up? I learned my lesson after the end of Whole Cake. I'm telling you right now, I am pleading with you. If you are a One Piece fan who really wanted more of Luffy and Kaido and another year of Wano Country and another act in the Raid to Fail or whatever, I'm telling you right now, don't be like 2018 RogersBase. Don't do it. Don't get that expectation in your head and then be upset that it didn't happen. Don't do it. Go with the flow of the story at this point. That's where we are right now, and the flow of the story is dictating we're done with Wano, which again, I am personally happy with. I think the highs of Wano, I've said this multiple times, the highs of Wano have been incredibly high, but I am ready to move on. I'm ready to move on. Straight up. Roger saying manage your expectations, but also Yamato is definitely 100% joining the crew because it was obvious. There's a difference between a story thing that may or may not happen versus a thing that has been telegraphed by merch in an unprecedented fashion that a new character is joining the crew. And the other thing about that is that I'm happy about Yamato joining, but I will not be sitting here upset if Yamato doesn't join. I'll be like, all right, it is what it is. Oda wanted to go in a different direction of the story. It is what it is. But I'm not getting upset if Yamato doesn't join. In fact, that'd be great. Yamato doesn't join and Carrot joins or whatever. Great. Great. I'm here for it. I'm fine with whatever Oda's going to do at this point. But that's the difference. That's the difference. Is that I'm not going to be upset by Wano if Yamato doesn't join. Call me anything you want, but I won't believe Yamato will join until Luffy confirms it. And that's fine, June. Whatever, that's fine. Be like that, that's fine. That's fine. I think that's totally okay. But I also think, again, it is smart at this point, and I want to reiterate this, manage your expectations. I'm serious. Manage your expectations, people. If you expect at this point that Yamato's not going to join and Kaido's coming back for round 4, you do you. But manage the expectation. Because probably not happening. But, again, I am not Oda. We'll see. We'll see. Thank you, by the way, to Omar for gifting 5 subs. Thank you, by the way, to Eric McKenna for becoming a member. Thank you to Blaze Kin Dragon for becoming a member. Thank you to Ozzy Edwards for becoming a member. Thank you to Majin Kenny for becoming a member. Thank you to 2% for becoming a member. Tyler Drummond for becoming a member. Kami for becoming a member. Ali D for becoming a member. Thank you to all of you. Thank you to all of you. Thank you for joining. Thank you, thank you. We're going to get to donations and super chats and stuff later. I got more to talk about regarding this chapter. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Shout out to the 3,000 people watching live, despite all the technical difficulties. Thank you to Das Poof for re-becoming a member, saying, when does Moria grab Kaido and Big Mom for some fight later? Look, I'd be fine with that, honestly. You want Moria to come back and raise the corpses of Kaido and Big Mom out of the ground, turn them into zombies? Let's go. Honestly, I'm fine with that. Blackbeard shows up in a cover story after all this, because he's obviously not in Whole Cake Island, and he shows up to Wano Country and he pulls the corpses out of the ground and turns them into zombies. Fine. Fine. I'm great with that. Fine. Thank you, by the way, to Toji for becoming a member as well. This is wild today. You guys are coming through. Anyway, moving on from the Yamato thing. This entire final 5 pages with Momonosuke giving the speech and the Oda boxes and inspiring the people, I love it. I 100% love it. I love what he did there. I love that Momo looks like Oden but doesn't 100% look like Oden. He doesn't have the flat top. He's got long flowing locks, but his face looks like Oden. I think that's the right way to go about it. Differentiates them. Fantastic. Shout out to TJ Gear for becoming a member as well. Nakama. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. I loved the Momo stuff. I really did. I think this Momo, whole speech from Momo, beautiful. Talking about Orochi's wicked rule, mentioning now that people can eat what they want. They're not going to be taxed to drink the well water anymore. There's no more slaves. Beautiful. I'm very, very happy with this. The thing I am shocked by, truly, and this goes to show that I'm standing by what I said with the Yamato stuff. I said in my chapter review last week that I was certain that Kiori was going to be named Shogun. Seems like that is not the case. Seems like that's not the case. It seems like now, based on the Oda box, based on the narrator, this is the birth of the man who will later be known around the world as the great Shogun of Wano, Kosuke Momonosuke. So Momo's the Shogun, which then leads me to say, what is Komurasaki going to do? She's just going to make more money, run the courtesan house or something? I'm not sure. But Momo's speech, 10 out of 10, loved it. Other thing I loved in this chapter, absolutely, positively loved, couldn't be better, the little thing with Tama. I think the stuff going on with Tama and the little flashback, thinking back to when she first met Tengu, and you get the little Koma Inu, and he hammers in the resolve that one day the Scabards are going to show back up to Wano Country. Beautiful. I love it. Couldn't be happier about it. I love that. I love that. I love that. I would also be completely okay, though I don't think it's going to happen because now Speed is her mommy. But I would also be completely okay if Tama joined as like a cabin kid or something. That would be fine. I'd be totally fine with that. But I don't think that's going to happen. For as much as Tama and Nami have been bonding during the story arc and they're happy, I really think that Tama is staying in Wano Country. Speed is going to be, I almost said Momo, Tama's mom, and they're going to live happily ever after with the Tengu. But if Tama joins the crew, I'll be cool with that too. Or Tama, honestly at this point, who knows? Maybe Tama and Tengu and Koma Inu, they leave. They form a Straw Hat Grand Fleet ship with all the other beast pirates, and even though the Dango wears it off in a month, it's not going to matter. They're going to be like, look, it's okay. We all love Tama. We want to stick with Tama. Maybe that's going to happen. Tama and Mama Speed. Who knows? Austin Smith coming through with the membership saying, great chapter for my 33rd birthday. Happy birthday, Nakama. Thank you for joining my stream on your birthday. Greatly appreciate it. Saying thank you, Oda, for a wonderful birthday present. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you, Austin Smith. But honestly, I'm fine with whatever he does here. But I liked this. This to me is very, very good. This to me is a satisfying resolution to all of this, to get all the Momo speeches and the Tama stuff paired with Yamato joining. Win-win. I love it. But I will say that I do think we're going to get at least one Luffy saying no to Yamato. I think we're going to get one. I do think that's going to happen. Luffy's going to say no at first. The crew's going to be like, what do you mean? Luffy's going to say something. It's going to, I don't know. But something is going to happen. I do think Luffy's going to say no initially. But then I think at the end of Wano, at the very least, Yamato's joining. I think it's going to be the kind of thing where Luffy, I don't know what it is. I don't want to put ideas out there. I personally hate the idea that Luffy's like, you can join my crew, but you have to stop calling yourself Oden thing. I think that's a little weird. Because I think the Oden thing is kind of Yamato's shtick at this point. With, you know, wanting to be the scribe of the crew and everything. I think that's still going to stick. I think that's still going to stick. But if it doesn't, that's also perfectly fine with me. I would be nonplussed either way. I really, for as much as I'm talking about it, I really feel like whatever direction Oda chooses to go with the story with Yamato, I'm not going to be upset at all because I feel like I just was going with the flow of the story. And I think a lot of people, when it came to Yamato, read into it on both sides of it, and it is what it is. It is what it is. I think people are going to be upset either way, no matter how the Yamato thing ends up. I think people are going to be upset either way. I think people are going to be upset if Yamato joins. I think people are going to be upset if the pronouns change. I think there's going to be a lot of people upset. Either way, all I care about is Yamato as a character is awesome. I like Yamato. I've liked Yamato from day one. Love Yamato's design. Straight up. Straight up. So I'm happy regardless. But I do think there's going to be a twist with Yamato's story before the end of Wano Country, before Yamato officially joins. If I could say anything about it, that's what I think is going to happen. But that's it. But again, I'm not Oda. I'm just throwing out there what I think is going to happen based on what has happened in the past with the story. But anyway, I'm happy regardless. I'm satisfied this chapter. I couldn't be more satisfied, honestly. I loved the Momo speech. I loved the Tama stuff. I loved Yamato. And the fact that I got spoiled on the Yamato revelation, and I got spoiled on Momo showing up, despite me being spoiled, I still was hyped to read this chapter. I still thought it was great. It is what it is. This goes to show that sometimes, even when I'm spoiled, It doesn't matter. I could still enjoy a chapter. I've seen so many people when I've been spoiled on other chapters being like, the only reason he doesn't like this chapter is because he got spoiled. That is not true. If it's a well-written chapter and a good chapter, I'm still going to like it no matter what. But that's always the thing, because sometimes I'll get spoiled on stuff that I don't end up liking in the story. And then people are like, well, Roger just doesn't like the chapter because he got spoiled. And that's not true. And I don't know how many times I got to tell you guys that is not true. I'm going to tell you whether I like something or dislike something regardless. Those of you who've been with me since the beginning, you know, I'm a reaction YouTuber. These are my initial reactions to the chapter. All right? I'm going to tell it like it is. I'm going to tell it like it is. Thank you, by the way, to Zion for becoming a member as well. Nakama, appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you to Austin. Oh, Austin, I already read you out. Thank you. Good story is a good story. Exactly, Yoshi Pudding. Exactly. All right. I think that's all I got to say. I'm very happy about this chapter overall. Actually, one quick thing. Wait. Let me do a quick thing before I wrap this up. Wait. I'm going to do a speed read for Panda Man. Is Panda Man in this chapter? I'm going to zoom to all the massive group shots. Panda Man. There he is. There he is. I knew he'd be here. If you guys look on page 3 of the chapter, Panda Man's right there in the corner. It's on the page when Kinemon's going like this and he goes, I thought he was dead. Bottom of the page, all the way in the bottom right, there's Panda Man. There you go. I knew in a chapter like this he would sneak in Panda Man. I got to get my Panda Man shoutouts in there for reasons maybe you guys will find out in a couple months. But that's fine. All right, anyway, moving on. Moving on. Let's see what was done for the thumbnail. Let's see this. I want to see what James decided on drawing for the thumbnail this week. I have no doubt he's going to deliver. I had a specific request. We're going to see if he did the request. And sure enough, this man did the request. Let me pull this up. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boom. Nice shot of Yamato and Yamato with the straw hat on. That's the thumbnail. No more needs to be said. Keep it nice and simple this week. We got that beautiful spread of Momonosuke as a dragon with the lanterns last week. We're keeping it simple this week. Basic color in the background, Yamato wearing the straw hat, and my face looking like this saying finally. That's the thumbnail. Didn't need more than that. Beautiful portrait of Yamato with the straw hat on. I am happy. I am fed. Thank you, James. Appreciate you as always. James is the GOAT. James coming through with these beautiful thumbnails. Thank you very much, James. Tailor-made for Roger De Luigi. We got this beautiful shot of Yamato with the straw hat on. It is what it is. James, delivering, as always. If you're not already following my thumbnail artist on Twitter, go follow him. Kentaro PJJ. There's a link in the description. Go follow James. James is incredible. Also, shout out, James was at a convention this past weekend, and apparently a lot of people went up to his booth and were like, yo, you're RogersBase's thumbnail artist. And that warms my heart. That warms my heart. I'm happy that you guys are supporting our boy James. Makes me very happy. He's doing phenomenal work every chapter. Once again, phenomenal work. Super cute, by the way. I want that on the back of my phone case or something. Yamato smiling with the straw hat on. It's beautiful. No more needs to be said. I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it. All right. Moving on. Going back over here. Direct cam. Here we go. I still can't get over that I did this whole stream with my old webcam because my camera isn't working. But we're going to fix that. Here we are. Let me open this up. We have a lot of super chat donations this week. We have a lot of stuff to go over. I'm going back from the very beginning, and I am answering every single one. Here we go. I'm also answering, apparently some people were donating too, not just super chats, but donations. So let me go all the way back to the beginning. Here we go. 30 minutes ago, here we go. We have Yoshi Pudding starting with the a bet was a bet. Already shouted you out. Thank you very much. Held Strong, thank you very much. We have Ozzy Edwards super chatting saying, Yamato is a Straw Hat now, whether you like it or not. To the naysayers, in the words of Nelson Muntz, ha ha. See, I'm not his voice actor though, so I already blew my voice out because we were talking about Yamato. But fantastic. Thank you, Ozzy. Appreciate the donation. Appreciate it. All right. 2% donating saying, Sanji, my boy, with another W. Yamato Chuan. Let's go. All right. Tyler, becoming a member for 30 months, saying not too many more chances to say Wano don't miss. Loved the chapter and definitely made me cry. Definitely my favorite of the One Piece story arcs. Let's get it. Beautiful. This is a monumental chapter, honestly. This is one where it's like you had to be there, you know? All right. Mark Fournier came through with a super chat saying, oh, hold on. Let me actually open this up over here because then I could see it on the right thing. All right, here we go. Mark said, I know I'm being an ass, but I still think that Oda's going to pull a Vivi at the last second. Yamato has been too obvious. I would really like them to join, but I won't believe it until I see the Oda box. Yo, like I said, Mark, fair enough. Totally fair. This wasn't, and for as much as I was like, I told you so and goofing around in this, if you truly want to wait, I totally understand. We've been burned before with other Straw Hats joining. I totally understand. Totally understand. We could very well get Luffy telling Yamato, no, you can't join us. You need to stay here and watch over Momo. He's only 8 years old, whatever. I could see that happening. But all right, here we go. Mike Mancool super chatting saying it's going to be so much more hype next chapter when Caribou joins the crew. Mike Mancool, I could have told you that right away. How did I not see that coming? Mr. Caribou coming through every single week. Thank you for the donation, Mike Mancool. Who knows? At this point, let Caribou join. Who cares? All right. Majin Kenny saying, as good as the chapter was, I don't think I'm prepared for whatever Oda might have in store after this. I can tell you right now, things are going to get good. Ozzy Edwards dropping a fat $20 donation saying, by the way, how was that raid failing theory working for you, Mr. Morge? Yo, come on. Don't clown on my man Morge. Don't clown on him. It's fine. He thought he knew the direction the story was going to go. The direction the story went was not that direction, and it is what it is. Now is not the time to go clown on Morge. He stuck to his convictions, just like we did in our triangle strategy playthrough. Morge stuck to his convictions. He said he thought it was going to go one way. It didn't go that way. It's fine. It's A-okay. Much love to Morge. All right. J Feather super chatting saying, Ashura was not among us. Got to get an Among Us in there. I wish I had my little sus soundboard, but I don't because nothing's working right now on my computer. Do you think Ashura died? Let me look again. Ashura was not among them. I'm pretty sure Ashura was. Let me see. Oh. Wait a minute. Denjiro, Kawamatsu, Nekomamushi, Kiku. Raizo, Inuarashi, Kinemon. Izo's missing too. Where did we leave off with Izo? Where did we leave off with Izo? Izo attacked Cypher Pole, right? Izo and Ashura are both missing. Interesting. Interesting. That would be weird. If Izo and Ashura are the two that ended up dying, that would be bizarre. Because then I almost wonder we should have spent more time with them instead of spending the time with Kiku and Kinemon and setting it up multiple times that the two of them were going to die. I'm fine either way. This is a situation in which if Izo's dead and Ashura's dead, great. Because then that means that he actually managed to kill some characters during this arc. But if they're alive, I'll be happy about it. I won't mind. Because Kiku and Kinemon are already alive. So at that point, it's like, we'll just bring them all back. Who cares? So I'm fine with it either way. I have no real thoughts other than that. If they live, they live. If they die, they die. And it is what it is. Why am I looking back at the chapter? Hold on, I'm reading out the donations. Wait. Jordan King. Hey, that's my guy. What's going on, Jordan? Jordan King super chatted and said, Carrot is still joining the crew. She got her set up on Whole Cake so Yamato's could be here in Wano. Oda knows we think there's a cap of Straw Hat at 10, but he's going to break our expectations. It's the Oda thing to do. And Oda did say Straw Hats are joining one after the other, so maybe there's still hope for Carrot. But again, managing my expectations. Don't want to get my expectations set up. But I would love that. You guys know that. I love Carrot. I've been Carrot for Nakama since day one. Would be very happy. I know Maze would be thrilled. Maze, if you're in here, I know you'd be thrilled. David Ortiz super chatting saying, Blackbeard said the Yami Yami Devil Fruit is the most dangerous in history. But I don't believe that that's because he can negate Devil Fruit abilities. What do you think? If he touches Brook, would he die since it negates the Devil Fruit? That's an interesting idea. What would happen if Blackbeard touched Brook? I'd imagine he would just instantly die. Yeah. Weird. Or maybe that he wouldn't necessarily die, but like while Blackbeard's holding on to him, he just becomes a skeleton. And then when he lets go, his soul comes back. I don't know. I actually have no idea how that would work. I hope we get to see that at some point in the story. That would be very interesting. In terms of, you don't think that's why he can negate Devil Fruit abilities? I actually do. I think he can negate Devil Fruit abilities because of that Devil Fruit. I think him having multiple Devil Fruits has to do with him having a mythical already, having a mythical zone. That's my guess. Final answer. Yeah, to be the parallel to Luffy also having a mythical zone. Okay. Gabe D. Champ super chatted and said, Jinbei is skeptical because this was supposed to be his arc to join the crew. He doesn't want to share the spotlight with Yamato. Technically, you know what? I feel like Jinbei joined at the end of Whole Cake. Really. I feel like we knew there was no way that Oda was going to kill Jinbei. It was just a matter of whether or not Jinbei was going to come back with a peg leg or missing an arm or something, or have 50 years off his life, or something along those lines. But realistically, I kind of thought from the moment Jinbei said, I'm swearing my allegiance to you, Luffy, that Jinbei's joining the crew. So I never really questioned that. It was more of a question of what is he going to look like when he comes back after the Lever life. Yeah. I don't know. Now that I'm looking at it again, that'd be funny if that's why he was skeptical. But I don't think that's the case. As funny as that would be. Ibby super chatted and said, remember the Straw Hats wanted to wait to drink sake for Jinbei's joining until after the raid. Now they will all share cups of sake, but this time Yamato will share the cup with Luffy after Ace's death. Beautiful. You know we've got the party incoming. The party is incoming right now. At the Fire Festival, though then again, the world government's still there, so they might have to mosey on out of there and have the party on the back of the ship. I'm not sure. Either way, we're getting some good world building. These next 10-something chapters are going to be phenomenal. I could feel it. These are the kind of chapters I wait for. The post-art chapters with the world building and the bounties and new characters joining and finding out what's going on in the rest of the world. And the act end. It's going to be fantastic. The next 10 are going to be fantastic. No doubt about it. Every single one is going to be a banger because this is where Oda is at his finest. Oda is at his finest at the end of arc chapters. I know it's going to be good. I know it's going to be good. Santino super chatted and said, I wonder how Yamato will react to Zoro or if they're going to have an interaction that leads to talking about Ushimaru. Ooh, I would really like that. Well, we did see the fox when you saw the announcement in Ringo. Didn't we? Let's go back real quick. I thought I caught that. Whether or not I said it out loud, I thought I saw that. Hold on, Ringo. Yep, there's the fox right there. There you go. Something's happening in the capital. The fox is watching. So there you go. Also, I don't know why. Well, but I'm going to save it for later. I feel like that could be a whole video. The stuff with Ushimaru and Zoro, but then also the stuff with the fox and how that's going to tie into play. I'll save it for a later thing. Onimaru was there too, indeed. Right, I'm going to save that for a separate video. because I think there's a lot to break down there. And I also kind of want to wait. That's a situation in which I'm like, if I talk about Onimaru, Ushimaru stuff now, I could end up being completely wrong next chapter. So I'm going to hold off until whatever Oda says goes. This is very unlike RogersBase, but you could see this is character development for me. This is growth. I'm not 2018 RogersBase upset over the end of whole cake. Things didn't go my way anymore. Whatever. It's fine. But if things do go my way, I'm not being humble about it. All right. Anyway, moving on. Dylan McKay saying, I think it'd be really cute if Tama gets aged up like Momo, because Momo would be lonely being an adult and doesn't have friends his age. That would be cute. I don't think necessarily that's going to happen, though. Though I do think that would be really cute. I do wonder if we are going to get anything regarding Tama and being potentially related to the Kurozumi clan with the purple hair. I do wonder if that's going to come up at some point. I don't know. Because I really do like that theory of Randy's, that Tama's related, and that's going to be the thing that folds the clan that was sort of like, you know, thrown to the wayside back in the day, back into the fold. And now the worst of them is dead, with Orochi being dead, so we'll see. Solden super chatted. Oh my god, I'm backed up in super chats. This is from 23 minutes ago. Zolden super chatted and said, Roger, on page 5, when it shows Udon, do you think maybe the earthquake destroyed a lot of Udon, or maybe that's where the Yonko bodies landed? I just don't know what would be more important than Momo's speech. Let me see. Udon. Oh, you're talking about like where the dust is and the rubble and everything? I don't think the Yonko bodies landed in Udon. I think they are just chilling in the magma for the time being. But I wouldn't be surprised, yeah, if the earthquake destroyed a lot of Udon. What did Randy just say in the chat? Kurozumi Tama still not debunked, just the Orochi part. Nami adopts Tama. There you go. Tama for Nakama. Let's go. Let's go, Randy. Nice to see you in here. All right. Where do we leave off? Over here. Pedro donated and said, Roger, I think Kaido's flashback was cut because it would spoil Rock's Zebic. Totally, we talked about that before, for sure. I think it's really important to the point that we are on nowadays, probably that we'll get more of him later. Yeah, I think we will absolutely get more of him later when we do eventually get a Rock's flashback. My argument was that I think we could have had a Rock's flashback there and gotten a little more information than we did. But I completely agree with you. I'm sure that's why he was saving it, because of spoilers. Love from Brazil. Thank you very much, Pedro. Nakama. Thank you very much. Hendrix donated and said, Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Hendrix. Justin donated and said, I hope Yamato joins. You're going to get your wish. Matthew Harvey super chatted and said, hello from Australia. What an amazing chapter. Glad I could be here live. Do you think Yamato and Momo go their separate ways now? I feel like their paths are indeed diverging to Straw Hats and Scabbards. Yes. Said it the way I would say it. Yes. I think their paths are diverging. David Ortiz said, Moria definitely joined Blackbeard. Moria had no choice. For sure. Did I say otherwise? I agree with you. Wendy from Water 7 said, what if Nami adopts Tama to be her Belmare? That'd be cute. I love the idea that Matt said last week, that Nami creates an orphanage and is a good mother to the orphan kids, and actually has the soul fruit from Big Mom. I think that'd be incredible, but I don't think that's going to happen quite yet. That's a thing I got to manage my expectations for, because if I get excited for Nami having Big Mom's fruit and that doesn't end up happening, I'll be disappointed. But I love the idea. I love the theming. I think that'd be great. Mikey Fiddler super chatted and said, first time I've been able to catch you live. You were the reason I started reading manga. So thank you so much for all you do. Well, thank you, Mikey. I'm happy I could do that for you. Wish Kiori drop-kicked Momo at the end, though, to greet her brother. You wanted Kiori to drop-kick Momo? Come on. No, Kiori was happy to see Momo finally coming into his own. She's holding back tears. She's got the cute little face. She's pursing her lips. I thought that was really cute. But I'm happy I was able to get you into manga. That's amazing. Nakama, shout out to you, Mikey. Satwick says, I am really excited about Yamato joining, and I knew you were going to say I told you so. I kind of also want Otama to join as an apprentice to keep Ace's promise. I'm right there with you. I would love that idea. Selena Riley says, Roger, when reading this chapter, I couldn't help but picture Whitebeard's theme playing during Momo's speech, and I couldn't help but tear up. I love what Oda did with his character in this chapter. Great chapter overall. Agreed. Mike Man Cool super chatting again saying, you're right, Luffy's gonna say no and ask the crew why, and he'll say, I already promised Caribou we could join. I've really been looking forward to it. See, there you go. That's why Yamato's not joining, because Caribou's gonna join. There you go. Matthew Harvey says, isn't it wild that Thomas' flashback was better than Kaido's? Bro, don't do that to me. Come on. Matthew. Too soon. Matthew, it was too soon. J-Man Joestar becoming a member for 16 months saying, great chapter. Thank you for yesterday's Japan time as well. You were all very funny. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you. Lucy super chatting saying, did you see the Fox and Ringo during the broadcast? We sure did. I Ate Your Potato super chatted and said, what's your opinion on the strongest crew members now that Yamato joined? My opinion is I have no opinion on power scaling. That is my opinion. Terratone super chatted and said, Yamato as the scribe telling the story since chapter 1? Oh, like Yamato's the narrator? No, well, oh, no, but no. Because then they would have hired the narrator to be Yamato's voice. As much as I would like that, well, it could be the narrator reading Yamato's... I kind of like that idea. I like the idea that the Oda boxes are Yamato's chronicle. That would actually be kind of wild. I love that idea. They would have to fill Yamato in on a lot. Because a lot happened. But I kind of like that idea. That'd be cool. That Yamato's the one writing the story. That'd be cool. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story. All right. Rob Harley said, oh no, Momo! Nami's got the idea of the orphanage here, and Yamato is fun. Fun chapter. If the next chapter has the title of New Straw Hat and it makes it plural, as in more than one, I will scream. New Straw Hats? That would be wild if Oda names the next chapter New Straw Hats. And we get Yamato and somebody else. That would indeed be wild. You are correct, Rob. Odd Toji super chatted and said, thoughts on the Beast Pirates and the Big Mom Pirates joining the Triad Grand Fleet under King and Katakuri? And what are the chances of Yamato kidnapping Momo and bringing him with him to the crew? Yamato removing Momo from the Shogun position has a chance of 0 at this point. Because now it's been written in stone with the Oda box, Momo's Shogun. Straight up. So I don't think that's happening. Thoughts on the Beast Pirates and Big Mom Pirates joining under King and Katakuri? That seems like an endgame final war type thing. If Katakuri and King end up siding with Luffy, King siding with Luffy because Luffy's Joy Boy, and Katakuri siding with Luffy because he's got respect for him, I would be totally down for that. I don't think that would happen until the very, very end of the story, though. Yeah. Buenos dias, Roger, says Tomahawk Man. Just joined the chat, but this was a heartwarming chapter, and I love it. What are your thoughts on Yamato joining the crew? I'm still hoping for Carrot to join as well. Tomahawk, I've mentioned this on numerous occasions during the stream. I am happy. Yama bro for Straw Hat, I love it. Super happy. Super happy about it. Joseph Satimo super chatted and said, solid chapter, love the way Wano's ending. Swing and a miss when it comes to Kaido's motivations. Makes him hollow as a character, but I still love him as a villain anyway. Couldn't have said it better myself. Completely agree with that, Joseph. Eric McKenna super chatted $20 and said, I think Yamato makes sense, especially with Elbaf coming up next, as most of us agree. It gives Yamato even more, It gives us even more of Yamato, and maybe even finding the Oni roots. Plus, it could counter the Yamato or Oden point and draws us all closer to the character. Yeah, I think Yamato and Elbaf would be hype. I would love to see more of that. Completely agree. Austin Smith saying, I can't wait for the world building chapters. Also, where do you think we're going after Wano? Elbaf? That's what I think. I would love to actually get a little mini arc back at the world government, seeing what's going on post-Reverie and what happened after the abolishment of the Shichibukai, but I don't think we're getting that. But I would love to get that, but I don't think we're getting it. I think we're just going to get like little mini between act things. I think we're going to get the end of Act 3 and then an epilogue, whatever's happening in Wano Country, and then moving on to the next story arc. That's my guess. I don't think we're getting Act 4 or Act 5 at this point. Or if we do, they're going to be very short. Since we're at the end of Wano, who is the person on the cover of 631? Is that the chapter where you see the person with the Wano hat sitting with Crocus? I don't honestly know. It could have been nobody. Could have been nobody. It's also not something that I was ever, like, particularly interested in. I just assumed it was somebody from Wano country to tease Wano a little bit. But I'm really not sure. I saw some people say Shiki before, which I could buy that too, because that would have been, what, like 2 years before Strong World? I buy that it could have been Shiki. I buy that. I don't know. Andres says, what about Zoe? Super chatting saying, do you think the Marines are still coming? There's so many questions I still have. Are they just going to party? What do you think, Roger? I don't think it's going to be as easy as just having a party during the Fire Festival, as much as I would love a giant party at the end of Wano. In the Fire Festival, I think the party could happen on the Thousand Sunny. I think there's a lot of other loose ends to tie up, and that's what's exciting for the next couple chapters. Because again, these are the chapters I love of One Piece, the world building stuff. So again, whatever direction he ends up going in, I'm going to be happy. But I do think that Zunisha will have a role to play in, at the very least, warding off some of the world government ships. Yeah. Edaham super chatted and said, Roger is awesome. And T. Lolo super chatted and said, Roger for life. Love your community. RogersBase. Nakama. Thank you very, very much. Marcus becoming a member for 21 months saying, great community indeed. And Satwick becoming a member saying, can you show the Robin and Nami figure slowly? I loved it. Here you go. You know what? You guys earned this. Here you go. Here you go. Unfortunately, I don't have my HD camera set up right now, but these are the Nami and Robin figures. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love these. I did full-on reviews of both of these figures years ago. They were actually quite wholesome. The reviews were quite wholesome, despite the fact that they're spicy figures. Go check them out. Maybe I'll link them as cards in this video. Do you think a new boat is needed? Yamato is huge. Absolutely not. We don't need a new boat. The Thousand Sunny is taking us to Laugh Tale. No way. No way, Jose. No way. No, no, no. Shushant became a member for 10 months saying new Nakama for Whole Cake, Wano, and maybe for Elbaf too. Who do you think would join on Elbaf? That'd be interesting. Cerebral Starmie became a member and said, do you think Yamato has a bounty already? After all, Yamato's been stuck on Wano. Does the world government know about them? Or does Yamato get one if the world government finds out that Yamato is joining Luffy? I think if the world government finds out that Yamato is joining Luffy and is the child of Kaido, there's going to be a huge bounty given to Yamato. That is my guess. That is my guess. Yes, we're going to get a massive bounty for Yamato at the end of the story arc. Quite possibly one of the biggest in the entire Straw Hat crew. That's my guess. Code 1 says, still a skeptic on Yamato joining. Backstory still not fully fleshed out, and there is the nickname theory as well. What is the nickname theory? What is the nickname theory? I would like to know that. I am not caught up on the nickname theory. Please write that in the chat. Fill me in. I am not completely filled in. Thank you, by the way, to Laz for becoming a member as well. Laz Nakama, thank you very, very much. Nakama, thank you for joining. I am very curious about the nickname thing. Oh, Luffy never nicknames his crewmates. Oh. Really? I'm thinking back on this. He never had a nickname for Chopper or for Sanji or Zoro at any point in the story? Really? He had a nickname for Brook very early on. Didn't he call him like Skeleton Man or something? Didn't he call him Bone Kichi? Wasn't that a thing? Luffy didn't call Chopper by name until Alabasta. He literally said, reindeer, join my crew. So there you go. There you go. And he also called him emergency food? See, there you go. See that? So I'm not sticking to the nickname theory. I'm not going to that. That's fine. That's fine. That was the minx that you're thinking of that called him Bone Kichi? Corey says, this is all just more copium. Look, I'm happy either way. Yamato joins, great. Yamato doesn't join, it's fine. Yang Yang super chatted $20 and said if someone joins an Elbaf, my guess would be Loki. Since in Loki's since in Loki's lore, he's a small frost giant rejected by the others. Perfect backstory for a Straw Hat. I would love to see more of Loki. I think that'd be great. We also got a tease of Loki back at Whole Cake. So I think it'd be cool to actually pay that off when we get to Elbaf. That'd be great. Yeah. Joe Carter, by the way, said, Roger, where do you think Kaido's road poneglyph is at? Not sure if we had any clarification. I think that was already clarified a while ago, wasn't it? When Law and Robin were talking, didn't they already look at the poneglyph? Roger's already in Spy Family mode? Exactly. I said instead of lore. It's fine. I'm thinking about the Spy Family reaction later today. You're exactly right. It would be OP if Yamato uses the mythical zone powers and claps the world government ship with ease. I don't know. I can also kind of see that happening at this point. I also love the fact that we would have another mythical zone on the crew. I think that is really cool. I love that a lot. Mike Man Cool's still saying, look, I'm telling you, Caribou's joining. I see it in the chat. Or Caribou's got the poneglyph or whatever. Cone Killer Confuser says Apu knows all about Yamato. He's going to tattle the big news Morgans and the world government about the raid, and that's how the government can assign Yamato a bounty. There you go. And John Watson, thank you for becoming a member as well. Nakama, appreciate it. Look, straight up, this was a fantastic chapter. Straight up. This was a phenomenal chapter. Had a lot of fun reading it, despite the fact that I was spoiled, despite the technical difficulties, despite everything working against me this morning. We still had an amazing time together. Me, you, and all my Nakama, and the newest Nakama, Yamato. We had a great time today, and ultimately, I'm super looking forward to Sunday. I think Sunday is going to be fantastic. Quantum Pineapple said, I can't believe Act 4 is going to start next week. Only 3 more years of Wano to go. Am I the only one who wants Carrot and Yamato to join? Of course not. I'm right there with you. Eric McKenna said, I'm sad my donation got missed, but I'll take it as a sign of a bad take. What was your donation? Oh, no. I read this out already. You were the one talking about Yamato being the narrator, right? I love the Yamato as a narrator theory. Yamato did mention following all the exploits and the gaps Yamato couldn't have found from the news. Maybe got filled in by Ace and then the rest of the crew. Yeah. Maybe I missed that exact super chat, though. I think I read that in my head when we were talking about the Yamato thing. But regardless, no, that wasn't a bad take. That wasn't a bad take at all, Eric. I like it. That's a good take. I agree with you. T. Lolo says, Heart, I can't wait for the Hunter x Hunter chapter reviews. You know, I'm happy, at the very least, that the Hunter x Hunter manga is returning. That happened since the last chapter. I'm so happy about it. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I will be doing live reactions, live reviews, streams just like this one for Hunter x Hunter the second it comes back. Guaranteed. My membership got missed, but it's fine. He caught my donation. Rob, let me give you one of these if I missed your membership. Nakama! There you go, buddy. There you go. Appreciate all of you. Love you guys. Love you all. Thank you for being here. Last donation of the stream. This is from Frankie saying Yamato has to join. We still have to work out what's so special about the devil fruit. Kaido mentioned Yamato's devil fruit being special, if I recall correctly. Well, we kind of already got that. It's a mythical zone, seen as a guardian deity of Wano country. We kind of already know that Yamato's devil fruit is special, so yeah. Love all you guys. Big News Morgans hopefully shows up in the next few chapters. I bet we'd get Sabo as well. Please, I would love Sabo to show up. I'm here for whatever. Like I said, we are now in my absolute favorite portion of the story arcs every single time. We are at the end when we get the world building and we get all the good stuff. So I know these next 10 or whatever chapters are all going to be fire. I'm looking forward to it. Unless he does something wild where Flampe is on the ship of Big Mom Pirates and Flampe shows up to the crew and says, I want to join you guys. That would be the only thing that would make me upset at this point in the story. Is if Flampe somehow says, Big Mom's been beaten, Parasparrow's been beaten, I want to join your crew. That would suck. I would hate that. That would be the only thing that would get me upset at this point. Exactly, Furquin. We get resolution, we get world building, I'm here for it. Wart Galore said, watch Hunter x Hunter become the longest running manga of all time. I wouldn't put it past Togashi at this point. It's been going on for a long time, so it's gonna be tough to outlive One Piece, though. Flampe asked Luffy to be our new brother. Oh my god. Let's not even put that into existence. And Shamim says, if any Straw Hat were to die, who do you think would die at the end of One Piece? That's Usopp, free. Easily Usopp, no doubt about it. Usopp dies as a great warrior at the end of the story. That's always been my prediction for if a Straw Hat's gonna die. Usopp would be the one to die. But again, I don't think that's happening, and I certainly don't think Flampe is joining the crew. Who I do know is joining the crew is Yamato, confirmed as of this chapter. I'm happy about it. You guys, I hope you had a lovely stream. I'm going to bounce. We have some reactions to do on Twitch a little bit later. I'm going to be live reacting to the One Piece episodes and Spy Family. And the first thing I got to do, I got to fix my camera setup because I don't know what's going on right now with my camera. We got to fix this. We're going to do it live on stream on Twitch in just about like 40 minutes. I'm going to get breakfast first. And James Gillian coming through with the last membership of the stream. Thank you for all the members and donations and everything. This is an incredible stream. Coming through saying Yamato is love. Yamato is life. Yamato is indeed love. Yamato is indeed life. Welcome to the crew, Yama Bro. Let's go.